And what? What's going on? Not sure what's going on. Hold on now. Oh, okay. I see. I see. I was like wondering where I'm at, y'all. Like I'm like, yo, where am I at? I'm like I'm looking at my thumbnail, y'all, and I'm like, yo, where am I at? Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. You gotta laugh at yourself. You gotta laugh at yourself sometimes, man. But shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Truly appreciate y'all. This is not gonna be a long live stream. I just want to get some things off my chest when it comes to the rumors, or not really rumors. The Vikings are working to resign Brian Flores. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think this is what we need to do. The Vikings need to re-sign free agent defensive coordinator Brian Flores. There shouldn't be, like, whatever he wants, sign this man, because like I said before, and I said it numerous times throughout the months, this whole year, this whole season, despite this offense not giving the defense anything pretty much all season long, despite all of that, the Minnesota Vikings defense has been holding it down. So for them to be ranked top 10 for majority, like the whole entire season, and right now as we speak, they're number 5 in total defense. My whole thing is this man did a heck of a job. And I feel like people that do a good job should be rewarded most of the time, especially when we're trying to win a Super Bowl. I always say that, in my honest opinion, defense wins Super Bowls more than offense. I don't know how true that is of a statement, but most of the time when I see a high-flying offense, for example, when the Patriots had Randy Moss, when the Patriots had the greatest quarterback of all time in Tom Brady, that was one of the most fantastic offensive shows in NFL history. There was breaking numerous records. It didn't matter when they went against the Giants in the Super Bowl. They couldn't do anything. They could not do anything offensively against the Giants. And you want to know why? It's because the defense that the Giants had with Michael Strahan and Justin Tuck and the guys on that defensive line did not give Tom Brady any time to just sit back in that pocket, look pretty, go on vacation. They said, yo, when you snap that ball, I don't care if you in shotgun formation. I don't care. You better throw that ball in less than a second or a second. You better one read, throw it, because we're not giving you no time. We're not letting Randy Moss go 30 yards down the field and you throw him the ball and he's catching in double coverage. And we're not letting you do that. You know what I mean? That's just one example. So my whole thing is this. I said this on my short, and I'm going to say this right now on this live stream. I'm not asking, well, I would love for the Vikings to be a top 10 offense, but I'm not even asking for that. If we can be between 18 to 10, right, when it comes to total offense next season, and if J.J. McCarthy can stay healthy and we have a top 10 defense next year, we're going to the playoffs. We're almost in the playoffs with an offense that's ranked number 29th in total offense. Imagine if we had an average offense. Just imagine what we could do in the playoffs this year. Because if you think about the NFC right now, it just makes me kind of salty. I'm not saying the NFC isn't good. I think the Seahawks are good. I think the Rams are good. The Eagles are the defending champions, so you can't really sleep on the Eagles. No matter how many games they struggled offensively, they still have a very good defense, and they have a championship pedigree. So it doesn't really matter about season statistics, but they know what it takes to win. So they're dangerous in the playoffs. But to be honest with you, there's not one team in the NFC in the playoffs right now that I'm like, okay, if we had a better offense, listen, with J.J. McCarthy, yeah, I said it, with J.J. McCarthy, if he stays healthy, if he stayed healthy this whole entire season, and our offense improved instead of it being 29th in total offense, and it improved to maybe 15th in total offense, we will be one of the best teams in the NFC. We probably would have won our division. Yep, let me talk that talk. Let me talk that talk. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know the vibes. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I'm not... Listen, I could be wrong. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. TY, what's priority for the Vikings in 2026? I think what's priority, I want to know what Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell and the ownership is thinking. I think we have to keep Brian Flores. That's one of the biggest priorities, right? Second priority, I think we have to figure out, do they believe in JJ McCarthy? I believe in JJ McCarthy, but just because I believe in JJ McCarthy doesn't mean that they believe in JJ McCarthy. So they might try to go trade for a quarterback. I don't know who that is. But if they do believe in JJ McCarthy, what you need to do in the first 3 rounds, I want a corner, I want a center, I want a safety. I'm gonna say it again. I want a corner, I want a safety, and I want a center. And I would love to have a defensive tackle as well. And actually I want to tackle as well. And I'm gonna tell you why I want to tackle, because Christian Darrisaw, as much as I love Christian Darrisaw, the one issue with Christian Darrisaw is he gets hurt. He keeps getting hurt. Same with Brian O'Neill. He keeps getting hurt. So my mindset right now is to make sure we are good even when injuries happen, because I don't want the injury excuse. I want to make sure we draft and be proactive. So if there is an injury, we might not be the best at that position, because, you know, Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill are Pro Bowlers, but we have a solid backup. That's what I want. Draft, develop, and let's see what we have. But I think top priority definitely has to be center when it comes to, like, on that offensive line. We have to figure out the center position because Ryan Kelly keeps getting concussions. Also on the field, like I said, safety and corner, definitely. Shout out to TY in the building. Shout out to everybody. Marcus, what's going on? So if JJ gets hurt again next year, he do, then what y'all Vikings fans gonna say? If he does get hurt, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna suck. Obviously, it's gonna suck. I don't know what they're gonna do. Honestly, that's why we have to make sure we prioritize backup too. We have to prioritize the backup quarterback. And even if it's like a Joe Flacco, for example, or maybe we can even prioritize maybe he could be a backup, but he could potentially challenge JJ McCarthy for the starting job. Maybe they trade for a Mac Jones. At the end of the day, we're trying to win a Super Bowl. This is nothing personal. And as much as I love JJ McCarthy, the one thing that he's proven, unfortunately, is he keeps getting hurt. And it's the unfortunate truth. I understand our offensive line has been jacked up. I understand the play calling hasn't been the best all season long. But the truth is, the truth of the matter is, our starting quarterback, JJ McCarthy, even though he's 22 years old, he keeps getting hurt. So in my opinion, we have to make sure we have the backup quarterback situation. That's probably priority number 1, honestly, when it comes to on the field. If you're depending on JJ McCarthy, I think you need a center. And of course, even if we don't go that route and we make a trade for a quarterback, you still need a center, and you need to have a backup. You need to have a backup quarterback. How many teams this year didn't have a backup? Like, for example, I don't know who the Colts backup was prior to Daniel Jones getting hurt. I think it was Anthony Richardson. I think he got hurt as well. But they went and signed Phillip Rivers, and he's 44 years old. And there's nothing against his age. I'm not coming at his age, but just the fact that they actually went to Phillip Rivers to pretty much be like, all right, yeah, that's the guy we're going to go with. Even though Phillip Rivers is a very good quarterback in his prime, he's not in his prime anymore. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you come in the building. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether or not you're a Viking fan everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. This is one YouTube family. We're also going to be going live for primetime games. Not all of them, but some of them. But shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building right now. Truly appreciate it. Happy holidays. And God bless to each and every one of y'all. All right, now, yeah, let's see, 27 to 24. Oh, that's the Packers game. What priority? In the draft, I kind of said it, but I'm gonna say it again because I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that I read this comment, but I'll say it again. I think priority has to be, or in the first round, like if I had to choose, right? If I was crazy, what I would want is the best corner, the best safety in the first round. In the second round, I wouldn't mind drafting the center. Whoever the best center is available in that second round, I will do that. I am not, listen, I want the best center. Even if I have to draft them in the first round, I don't care. Go get me a center. Because at the end of the day, right, we're trying to make sure that our quarterback is upright for the whole season. We want him to be healthy. And the center position for the Vikings hasn't been the best over the years. Let's keep it real. And we haven't had that Pro Bowl center in a long time. And Ryan Kelly, even though Ryan Kelly is a good center, and he keeps getting concussions, so we got to be proactive with that. Number two, number two priority for me is either safety or corner, whoever they want. Give me either or. I want a dominant corner. When's the last time the Vikings had a dominant corner? The last time we had that was Rose is closed. All right, so we need to get a corner. Another like number three or number two would be a safety. Harrison Smith might retire. So if Harrison Smith retires, that's a big void, right? That's a Hall of Fame that's a Hall of Famer in my eyes. Harrison Smith, number 22. So if he retires, you need to make sure you have someone that can bring that leadership in the backfield, that has that it factor, that can lead the defense, bro. And right now, respectfully speaking, that is not Josh Metellus. Respectfully speaking, that is not Theo Jackson. Respectfully speaking, that is not Jay Ward. So I feel like the Minnesota Vikings have to go on the route of getting a safety. So it just depends on who falls to us, but I really feel like we have to figure out. There's so many different things we have to figure out. We have to make sure whatever Brian Flores wants when it comes to the dotted line. I say I'm not the owner. I'm not the one paying him the money. But I'm talking about if I want to win a Super Bowl, if I'm the owners of the Minnesota Vikings and I want to win a Super Bowl, this guy had numerous injuries on this defense. And even when there was numerous injuries on this defense, the Minnesota Vikings defense always balled out and always did their thing. Whether the offense sucked or they were solid, this defense did their part. And that's why we won most of the games we had. It wasn't the offense. It was definitely the defense. So my biggest thing, the biggest priority to me, you got to make sure you get the coaching together. You got to make sure you keep Brian Flores. Whatever it takes, keep Brian Flores. Now, like I said before, we're going to figure out, there's going to be so many rumors. Get ready. Get y'all popcorn ready. Get your chicken wings ready. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. There's going to be this offseason is going to be one of the most entertaining, craziest off seasons in Minnesota Viking history, because I promise you, what's going on, everybody? Hey, happy holidays. Skull. I see everybody. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Don't forget to hit the like button so we can get this stream out there to everybody. Do not forget to hit the like button when you come in the building. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. But we have to prioritize protecting our quarterback. We have to figure out the backup. We have so many questions, man. But like I said, it's going to be a very entertaining offseason because there's going to be a lot of rumors about the Joe Burrow. I'm telling y'all right now, get ready for that. You're going to hear rumors about Mac Jones. You're going to hear rumors about Kyler Murray. You're going to hear rumors about Tua. You're going to hear rumors about a lot of different, like a lot of quarterbacks. You're going to hear a lot of rumors. I'm hearing Lamar Jackson rumors already. Listen, I know he's missing this game. The season's over for the Ravens. I am honestly hearing Lamar Jackson rumors already that he might want to be traded or they might trade Lamar. The only issue with Lamar Jackson is the type of offense that Kevin O'Connell runs. He's not going to adjust his play calling for Lamar Jackson. So that's not going to happen. I would love to have a Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson is a very, very good quarterback. The issue is I just don't think he fits the offensive scheme that Kevin O'Connell wants to run. So I think that would kind of be like a waste of time. I think we should, if you were going to go get a quarterback, like a big name quarterback, like a Lamar Jackson, if they don't believe in JJ McCarthy, you go Joe Burrow, you go Justin Herbert, Mac Jones, maybe, and not Tua, because if we keep Brian Flores, he's not a Tua guy. So we're not going Tua. We're going to go Kyler Murray. That's the big names. And then if you don't want to go that route and you want to go a lesser route when it comes to like a backup quarterback, not sleeping on Joe Flacco, but Joe Flacco's my number one guy. I want to be behind JJ McCarthy. But let me get to the comments real quick. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's going on? Skull to the bow, everybody. Shout out to everybody, man. How are y'all doing on this wonderful night? Hopefully we have the first pick. No, we're not going to have the first pick. We won too many games to have the first pick. The only way we can have the first pick is if we trade up, and we're not trading up to go get the first pick because we're not trading up to go get a quarterback. I don't think we're not drafting a quarterback in the first round. I don't think we should, and I don't think we will. You know what I mean? I think JJ McCarthy is the right quarterback for us. The only issue is the injuries. I really believe in JJ McCarthy's ability. It's not about ability with JJ McCarthy, it's availability. So we got to figure that out. But we have to get the offensive line better than what it has been. Y'all not going to keep him if in head coaching job. Oh, yeah, that's true. Listen, talk that talk.
Talk that talk.
I read an article talking about Brian Flores. You know, if a head coaching job comes about, like I think I seen someone say the Raiders. You know, Pete Carroll's not going to be the coach of the Raiders possibly. I think that would be a spot. I think someone said in the comments on my live stream today, they could see Brian Flores being the coach of the Raiders. Honestly, I could see him be the coach of the Raiders as well. I really didn't do my research on the other teams that could possibly need a coach. But what I will say is, I can't even knock the bull. Like if he's able to get a head coaching job, bro, go for it, bro. But if he can't, I hope he can. I hope he stays with the Minnesota Vikings. And I know some Viking fans are like, all right, well, why don't we make him our head coach? They're not going to do that. I think there's numerous reasons. One of the reasons is the lawsuit against the league. I think that they probably are scared to make him the head. I don't know. I don't want to say scared, but they don't want that type of attention, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But I don't think they want that attention. What I will say, and then if they give up Kevin O'Connell, I don't know. I don't know about the backlash when it comes to the fan base. I know it's like there's some fans that are saying that he's not all that like people think he is. And I'm talking about Kevin O'Connell. And then there's some fans that are like, yo, he can do no wrong. He got us to the playoffs twice. And it's nothing. He doesn't have to take accountability for anything. You know what I mean? There's some fans that are thinking like that. My mindset is I'm neutral. I'm not going to say that Brian Flores should be the head coach, but what I will say is Brian Flores definitely needs to be the defensive coordinator for the Vikings. And I think Kevin O'Connell could be a very good coach for the Vikings still, but he has to be able to coach up our young quarterback. I understand he made Sam Darnold look like MVP for most of the season last year. I understand he had Kirk Cousins play a lot better when Kevin O'Connell. He had Kirk Cousins playing good. Like, he really did. I can't even hate. I can't even knock it. But at the end of the day, those are veteran quarterbacks. Even though Sam Darnold was considered a bust in some people's eyes and most people's eyes, including myself, I don't like saying bust. I'm going to say he wasn't that guy. He wasn't as good in my eyes, but I was wrong. And I'm pleasantly surprised how good he is. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he's doing good with the Seahawks. So I admit when I'm wrong. My ego is not too big for me to admit when I am wrong about things, right? And Kevin O'Connell made Sam Darnold a household name, talk like in a good way, like, oh, he's MVP conversation. Right? There's so many live streams that I went live so many times this year, right? And most of the time, I'm at least once, no, not even once, at least 5 times I'm getting comments, y'all should have kept Sam Darnold. The result is because, you know, he was good with us in 2024, and he's still doing amazing with the Seahawks. So, but the issue that I have is he has to do the same thing he did with Sam Darnold and Kirk Cousins. He has to do that with JJ McCarthy because we drafted him 10th overall in the 2024 NFL draft. And I understand he's a rookie. I understand he's going to make mistakes. I understand the offensive line is not the best. I understand all of that. But I still feel like during this season, he did not have the best play calling for our young quarterback. and I'm gonna stay and stick to I'm gonna stick to what I believe in, whether people agree or don't agree. I'm gonna stick to how I feel about that situation, because when he admitted that he's simplifying the offense, that's pretty much admitting that, yeah, maybe, yeah, I made have put too much on his table. Maybe he couldn't handle it. You know what I mean? You gotta make those adjustments. You gotta make those adjustments earlier. But I love the fact that he said it. You know what I mean? And that ever since he did adjust his play calling, simplified the play calling, JJ McCarthy has been looking so much better, even with the offensive line not looking the best. Let me get to the comments real quick. Shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. Skull, everybody. But yeah, you're so right. If Brian Flores was to leave, that would absolutely suck. I'm not gonna lie. It would absolutely suck if he was to leave. Two Evil said, cut Maxie. Murray is a locker room camp. Yeah, so that's my thing. If we keep say we keep all right, Brian Flores, right? You're not going to go after Tua. So that's a done deal. Just say that's a done deal. It's a done deal. It's out of here. Don't even think about it, Viking fans. He does not mess with Tua, and Tua don't mess with him. And listen, it's not going to happen. So I was just thinking big name. If there was another big name besides Mac Jones, don't act like you don't know my name. Ain't nothing fame but the fame. I'm going to stay the same. I'm Mac Jones. Who's Mac Jones? Like, if it wasn't Mac Jones, Kyler Murray, maybe it could be a Joe Burrow, maybe it could be a Justin Herbert if they become on the trade block. You never know what could happen. Like, I look at it like this, man. Nobody thought. I seen this in the comments. So I seen this in the comments on someone's channel, right? Someone said, because there's rumors about Joe Burrow, right? And someone said nobody thought Brett Favre would be signed with the Minnesota Vikings. It happened. Things happen. Weird things happen. And I know it wasn't a trade where we traded a whole bunch of first round picks. It's a totally different situation. I think it was more like he was a free agent signing with the Vikings. I understand that. But just think about it. A player of Brett Favre's caliber, all-time great quarterback with the Green Bay Packers, and he destroyed our team for many, many years. And Viking fans, including myself, cannot stand him in a good way because he's a great quarterback. He put the purple and gold on it. It was like it was a normal thing. It was like, dang, bro, why couldn't we draft you, bro? Why couldn't the Vikings draft Brett Favre? You get what I'm saying? Like, it was that type of deal where it was just like, it was just natural. And I was cheering for Brett Favre. And to be honest with you, Brett, that year was the best chance I could see the Vikings probably get into the Super Bowl. And was it 2009, 2008? So, yeah. Joey, bro, like a show dog in the street. Shout out to my guy. That's funny. I think JJ is going to be fine. Strong finish. Yeah, I believe in JJ McCarthy. I really do. But we still got to be proactive. You know what I mean? When it comes to the backup quarterback. Now, like I said, just because we believe in JJ McCarthy, what does the franchise, like, what does the owners think, right? And what does the coaching staff think? What does the GM think? That is the thing that we don't know. Whether, like, I believe in JJ, right? If he stays healthy, I believe the man can play. But, like, bro, yeah. Yeah, you said skull crazy, B-Flow or bust. Facts, bro. Big facts, bro. Big facts, bro. Big facts, bro. Like, we gotta keep B-Flow, bro. Browns head coach, yeah, that could be a possibility. That's a good one. And bro, you can always come to New England. We'll accept you with open arms, my brother. The fans transportal. You to open up after the Super Bowl. Hey, listen, bro. Respectfully, I gotta decline that offer, but I love the fact that you're a Patriot fan supporting me on this channel. But yeah, man, I got a lot of respect for the Patriots, man. I got respect for Drake May, but at the end of the day, I can never ever leave my Vikings. Like, I'm a diehard fan, bro. Like, I'm one of the fans, like I don't care. We can lose 17, we can go 0-17, and I'm still gonna be like, I'll be disappointed. Everybody gotta get fired, though. Listen, I will say what I will say. Everybody can get fired, but I will always be a die-hard Minnesota Viking fan, baby. Let's go to the freaking bowl, baby. Yeah, that's just how I feel, bro. Shore up the defense, corner, safety, keep Flores. Blank check, please. Defense will take a back. They'll take a step back. Yes. That's like the biggest thing that people don't talk about. And now, say for instance, right? And I'm not trying to be negative, Viking fans. Say Brian Flores does leave, right? Now let's keep it real, Viking fans. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. And say our offense is still bottom of the barrel this season coming up in 2026. We are going 0-17, bro. Like, we're not winning a game. We might win one game. I don't think it's going to be that bad. It can't be this dang on. We're ranked number 29th in total offense. Can you believe how bad this offense is? Like, I understand injuries happen, but my gosh. But we're ranked number 29th in total offense, and we're still 8-8. It's crazy, bro. How? Because we have a top 5 defense. That's how. But it's like, bro, we lose Brian Flores. Your defense is going to take a step back, and you better hope that the offense is like a top 15 offense next season. It can't be in the 20s. It cannot be in the 20s. It better be in the early teens, bro. I'm talking about like 13, 10, something like that, bro. It cannot be 29. It can't. It cannot be. Fire crazy. And that's another topic that we have. I feel like this is going to happen, bro. Like, I don't think they're going to fire Kevin O'Connell. I don't think they're going to fire Kwesi. I think they're going to try to keep what we have right now. But my gut feeling, and I hate to say this, I have a gut feeling that they're not going to work out a deal with Brian Flores. I think a team's going to jump in and want him to be the head coach. Someone's going to take that chance because, he's suing the league or whatever, right? So someone's going to take a chance. I have a feeling that he's going to leave. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong about Brian Flores leaving, bro. But I have a feeling that Brian Flores will leave, bro. I just got this feeling, bro. I want him to stay, though. I want him to stay. Christopher Real, Skull. Shout out this Christopher Real. Shout out this Christopher Real. What do you think the score is going to be for the Vikings game? Against the Packers, I don't even know, bro. Like, because I don't know if Jordan Love's playing. He got that concussion. He's fighting. So, you know what I mean? He got that concussion. I don't know if Max Brosmer's playing. I don't know if J.J. McCarthy's playing. Honestly, I don't even want J.J. McCarthy to play for the rest of the season because I don't want to take a chance of him, that fracture in his, the hairline fracture in his throwing hand. I don't want it to get worse. That's the last thing we need, bro, is that to get worse. So, honestly, I would just play Max Brosmer and see what happens, and we'll see. And to be honest with you, depending on if Jordan Love plays, we're going to lose. If he doesn't play, we probably still go lose. I don't know because I know how good this defense is, and I don't think they're going to want to end this season on like they're going to want to go crazy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, this defense been remarkably amazing, especially Harrison Smith in these last few games. I'm so happy for Harrison Smith. It just sucks we couldn't go to the playoffs this year. 2 options: trade for Joe Burrow or bring back Daniel Jones and Nick Mullins. You know what's crazy? This is not being talked enough about. You say Daniel Jones. The only issue with Daniel Jones is the recovery. How will he be ready for the Vikings? I don't think so. And we want to make sure we have our quarterback week 1. Now, if he is, that could be a possibility where we can bring Daniel Jones back if they don't. So you must not be a J.J. McCarthy person. You don't want J.J. McCarthy, I'm assuming. Now, I wouldn't mind having Daniel Jones. Of course, Joe Burrow, but that's the issue with a Joe Burrow is you're going to have to give up too much, but scare money don't make no money. So you got to figure it out. You get a Pro Bowl player of Joe Burrow's caliber, man, sky is the limit if he stays. The problem is if he stays healthy. So we'll see what happens when it comes to that. Justin Fields, nah, I don't think Justin Fields is the quarterback that the Vikings will want to run this offense because I feel like there's a certain quarterback that Kevin O'Connell wants. He wants like a quarterback like a Kirk Cousins, a Sam Darnold, J.J. McCarthy, but I don't even know about J.J. McCarthy at this point. They really wanted Drake May, right? They want those quarterbacks. They want that type of caliber quarterback that can air that ball out with no issue. So that can throw the ball 40 times and not look bad. You feel me? That's what they want. They want that type of quarterback. So I'm not saying Justin Fields can't air the ball out, but I don't know about his accuracy. I don't think that would be I don't know. Would it be a fit? I don't know. But that's another good um opinion right there. It's a family channel. We family here. My brother, it's all love. Yeah, it's all love, bro. God bless to you, bro. God bless to you, bro. Y'all gotta let Justin Jefferson go. All the capital to rebuild. Nah, bro. I'm gonna hit you with the nah, bro, automatically, bro. You're gonna get hit with the nah, bro.
The cap.
Because
Really, stop the cap.
nah, we're gonna hit you with the nah. Stop the cap. Hold on, I hit you with the stop the cap. I meant to hit you with this. Nah, bruh. Nah. Now I meant to hit you with this because there ain't no way you can say with a straight face on this channel and say that we need to let Justin Jefferson go. But I get it. Because you say build with the draft picks you get for Justin Jefferson. Now that's a total rebuild. And I'm not saying that that's a bad idea necessarily. I just don't see it happening. I don't see that happening. They will do that with Jordan Addison and see what they could get back for Jordan Addison, but I don't see them getting rid of Justin Jefferson. To be honest with you, he's the face of the franchise right now, bro. As a wide receiver, he's the face of the franchise. When you think of the Vikings, most teams are going to think of Justin Jefferson. Any team, you go to a Buffalo Bill fan base, they're going to say, oh, Justin Jefferson. Any fan base you go to and you talk to their fans, they're going to say Justin Jefferson. So I don't know if they want to get rid of JJ. I would love to keep JJ for his career. But the issue is if they can't get if JJ McCarthy isn't healthy and they can't get and Kevin O'Connell and JJ McCarthy can't be on the same page for the whole entire season, that is a possibility that they should probably look into. All possibilities they should look into. You know what I mean? So I'm not really tripping on what you're saying, but I don't think I don't think that's something that they will really do. But you never know. Anything can happen. I've been saying that send him to Drake. That's funny. Oh yeah. Or Josh. Oh my gosh. Nah, they're not trading Josh Allen. Yo, if there was a way to get a Josh Allen in the Minnesota Viking uniform, bro, I'll do it. We can trade anything. Don't trade everybody, but trade whatever you want to trade. Just whatever you want, you can get. You can have. I take Josh Allen. Yeah. You ain't lying about that. Yeah. You know the vibes. They don't have cap. Had the most cap. Yeah, right now. Okay, I got you. We are not letting Justin Jefferson go. Who we need to be letting go is Max Brosmer. Max Brosmer is the third string quarterback. Excuse me. Going into this 2026 NFL season, I truly believe Max Brosmer is going to be the third string quarterback. I don't believe that Max Brosmer will be the second string. He better not be. And I say that respectfully. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to come at this man, but I truly feel like he's not the guy to be the second string quarterback going into 2026. Nah, it's just not gonna happen. Y'all don't have no quarterback that can get him the ball. If y'all do something next year, y'all need to free Jettas. Yeah, we'll see. I think JJ McCarthy can get him the ball. I mean, it hasn't happened, so I can't really say it's a fact, but I believe. Just because I believe doesn't mean it's a fact, but I believe that he can get Justin Jefferson the ball. We'll see. In his third season, but really his second season. I think they'll build some type of chemistry. I believe. You can't bring Danny Dimes back. Danny Dimes because he's injured. Yes, that is the issue. You can't bring Danny Dimes back into Minnesota because he's injured. Yeah, that's a good point. I like Danny Dimes. That would be a nice competition between Danny Dimes and JJ McCarthy. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That would be some good competition in the quarterback room. I would absolutely love that. But like you said, he's injured. He tore his Achilles, and since he tore his Achilles, I don't believe that he's going to be able to be ready by the time the season opener, first game. So I don't see it happening, unfortunately. But what I will say is this: as a Viking fan, I'm not gonna be on live too much longer, but I want to say this, y'all. Brian Flores is a big. We need to keep him in the Minnesota Viking uniform. Not Minnesota Viking team. We need to keep him in the purple and gold. We need to keep him as our defensive coordinator, because I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. And I know my boy Mike is joking, but he's serious at the same time. Hey, listen. Um, imagine imagine us not having a top 5 defense right now. What our record would be. Now think of it next season, right? Our defense ain't gonna be this good next season. And if you don't, like I said before earlier in the live stream, if you do not if you do not have a big improvement offensively, we're getting cooked. We're getting fried. We're getting baked. We're getting destroyed all season long, because not only our defense is going to look bad or not the best, our offense is like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Timberwolves are losing. Hope and pray they win. Yeah, Timberwolves. Who they play? Who they playing? Y'all need O-line help, cornerback help, safety help, running back help, and definitely need more pass rush, because Turner can't do it by himself. That's a fact. I believe. So Jonathan Grenard had a down season. He was hurt all season. Last season, what he had, like 12 sacks last season, or 11 and a half sacks. I forgot what I think it was 12 sacks. Now, if Jonathan Grenard is healthy, I think he is good enough to be the guy that you're thinking of. Well, since we didn't have him this year for most of the year, he hasn't been healthy from the whole year pretty much. The production has been, getting to the quarterback hasn't been the best consistently, right? But I think Jonathan Grenard coming back healthy this year, this 2026, I think our pass rushing will be so much better. Dallas Turner, Jonathan Grenard. Of course, we're going to have Andrew Van Ginkel. I love Andrew. I think we're going to be so much better. Yeah. You being a Mac Jones that act like you don't know my name. Ain't nothing changed but the fame. I'ma stay the same. I'm Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. He said, you bring Mac Jones, trade JJ, let McCarthy and Jones compete. Use picks to replenish offense and defense. Cut your old O-line too. Nah, we can't do all that. It's too much money on the cap, bro. It's too much money. We just gave Will Fries a bag, bro. We drafted Donovan Jackson in 2025. I think he's a solid guard. And you can't cut Christian Darrisaw, even though he's been hurt in and out of the lineup. You can't cut him. I think he's still a good left tackle. But like I said about JJ McCarthy, the best ability is availability. You got to be available. That's the problem right now when it comes to Christian Darrisaw. That is the issue what we have at Christian Darrisaw. He's a good tackle when healthy. Same with Brian O'Neill. The biggest problem for me on the offensive line is the center position, to be honest with you. Yeah. The Nets. Okay. Yeah, the Nets has just beat my Sixers. They are playing us. Yeah. I know y'all missed it. Yo, my gosh, bro. I was just looking at Daniil Hunter, bro. It's a different listen, bro. He just different, bro. He different, bro. Excuse me. Daniil Hunter for me is such a good player, good energy. Always puts full effort on every play, and I'm happy for him. He has like 13 sacks this year, y'all. He's having a great season. He probably got like 14 sacks now. I think he got like a sack today. So he got like 14 sacks this year. So, it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. The Vikings didn't want to risk paying him the money because we have so many other holes. We have a lot of other holes, and they signed Jonathan Grenard. When Jonathan Grenard actually had a good season last year, but he's not Daniil Hunter though. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Respectfully speaking, he's not Daniil Hunter, but yeah. The chances of a top 5 defense 2 years in a row is yeah, that's true. I just want to have a top 10, top 12. Just give me a good defense next year. Just give me a good defense with a better offense and give us a chance. Give us a chance. But all right, y'all, I gotta get off. I'm gonna say thank you so much for all y'all support. I truly appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. God bless to y'all. Hold on real quick. I think my cat wants to hold on. Come here. My cat wants to say bye real quick before I get off the live stream. Zeke, say hi to the world. Say hi. Since you always nipping on my feet. He's always around me. So I listen. Say hi to the world. Say bye. Say bye. All right, y'all. Be easy. God bless to everybody. I will talk to you soon. Always always keep your head up. No matter what you're going through, keep God first. I'll be live again possibly tomorrow. Hopefully there's some breaking news that they keep Brian Flores. But we'll see. We'll see. They're working on something. We'll see what happens if it gets done. Also, I would say we have a lot of question marks next for this offseason coming up. We have a lot of question marks. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what direction the Vikings are going in when it comes to the quarterback. I'm not sure what direction they're going in when it comes to certain, like the safety, the corners. There's a lot of different things. Shout out to my guy Adventures in the building. My favorite Viking player outside of Culpepper, Moss, AP. I used to love some Jared. Oh my gosh, Jared, you named all the great. You named some great players. Jared Outland, of course. Culpepper, of course. Randy Moss, of course. Like, all right, Zeke. Come here. He keeps on nip. Come here. Because you keep nipping on me. If you want to be on camera, you can be on camera. I ain't gonna listen. If you want to be on camera, you can be on camera. You want to be on camera? Here, come here. I don't know what's up with my cat sometimes. I love them, but my gosh. But we're losing 104. Oh yeah, y'all might lose that game. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button if you haven't already, and also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. And yeah, what else was I about to say? And we're also going to be going live for primetime games as well. Not all, but some. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. And until next time. Peace.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Yeah. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. Yeah. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.